Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out the Friendly Fire podcast. Please remember to like, comment, rate, subscribe. Michael Ridley told me to tell everybody, to tell you guys, to tell me, to tell you guys, to tell Matt, to tell you guys to hype the videos. Apparently that helps a lot.
Hype the videos.
Hype the videos on,
I don't know what that means.
On YouTube, there's an app that I guess. Please do that.
Patreon. We have a Patreon now.
It's official. It's officially happening. Patreon.com/friendlyfirepod. POD.
If you want an extra episode a week.
Every week, extra episode, and we'll do some BTS stuff over there. So please sign up for that. Today, we are joined by the very funny, very talented, very mysterious,
and sexy
Getter.
Enjoy the episode, guys. Bye.
Pacific. Out there. Clear. Clear.
Friendly fire!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Let us get straight to it. Come now while we get straight to it.
We were talking about how underrated T Grizzly is as just a like bar for bar.
You gotta put me on.
Dude, you haven't listened to T Grizzly? Ooh. So he has a like 9-part. It's almost like, what did R. Kelly, the Trapped in the Closet series that R. Kelly did?
Very funny to think about an artist go, what did R. Kelly do?
No, but
It's a true story. That's what
T Grizzly it's called the Robbery series. And it is like a 9-part storytelling rap about like him like hitting a lick, and then this girl who he kills, and she flips on him. It's like, and then she survives. Dude, it's this whole thing.
That's dope. That's my favorite kind of rap.
It's you never bump it in the car, but you could spend 45 minutes just watching YouTube on your TV in the living room. Just
that's like
following the story.
You remember the first time you heard Dance with the Devil by Immortal Technique in like
Yeah.
6th
You're not
grade?
hearing him, bro.
Of course.
No, dude.
Or like Big L, the heist.
Yes,
No.
Him going
yeah.
through like robbing and
Yeah.
killing a bitch is fucking.
Or,
No, see, that's the like. I think a core memory for me is like being high on like spice in my car, and my buddy being like, "I gotta play this song," and then having to listen to "Dance with the Devil" while I'm high on K2.
Yeah.
Might be like truly,
because that
like
was
true
there with
trauma.
Billy Jacobs, and I raped his mom too. Everybody's like, "What?"
Whoa.
Don't tell anybody that.
Yeah.
Don't rap that.
How bad do you need a song?
Think about it. It must be so awkward for him as an artist because that song came out so long ago, and it's his biggest song, and it's a great song, but it's 9 minutes or some shit.
Yeah.
And so now whenever he tours, it's like that's the one people are waiting for, and it's like he finishes the show, he's like, all right, yo, peace, and then they want an encore, and he's like, fuck, I got to go out and do another 10. Like,
Yeah.
all right, let me tell the rape story
I gotta
again.
go
Let's
out
go.
and do the longest.
He should have made it a movie, honestly.
Yeah.
That whole
That
thing could
would
have been
be
a fucking sick movie.
Yeah, that would be a good plot
That's
twist.
actually a really great point. Yeah. And also it's funny because it's like, I'm sure eventually like he just has become desensitized to performing that, but it's such a fucked up and weird thing to just like not have any emotion, just be like, and then I rape my mom, like just like to do it kind of half-assed.
Having your most traumatic experience as a song be your most popular song has got to fucking bite you in the ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
It's like, let me relive this trauma every night.
Do you get so comics get bored? We get bored telling the same jokes. Do you get to the point when you're on stage and you're like you're doing a set and you're like, all right, I got to play this song because I know everybody loves it.
Oh yeah, I think for DJing, more so than rapping. But with rapping, it's like the ones that everybody knows, they know the words to.
Oh,
so it's like
that's gotta feel
That's
so
got to be
sick.
so
work
much
for me,
better.
and that's like my favorite thing ever for performing for sure. But there's definitely a few. Like there's always the paradox of, I don't know if it's a paradox, but it feels like it fits right there. But it's like the songs that I really like don't blow up. And I don't perform them. And so like I really want to perform this one, but no one cares. So it's like that's probably worse than the latter.
That's funny. That's exactly what comedy is like.
Yeah.
The jokes that I really love, like almost never work.
Really?
Or they work half the time or whatever. But if I'm like trying to like just go kill, I'm not gonna do that joke. Like I'm not going to. But the ones that end up being like really good, it's not that I don't like them, but they're just not what my favorite is.
Yeah. I think too, like a rap performance is similar to a comedy performance too, because like sometimes you'll have 5 or 10 or 30 or like an hour. And like if I'm opening for someone and I'm rapping, it's like I'll do anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. So that is like crunch time. So like I don't use any of my songs that are kind of experimental that nobody knows. It's like I pick the 10 best that everybody knows.
Right,
so I feel like it's similar.
Yeah, definitely. Like if I'm opening for somebody, and especially if it's like a big good show, like I'm just gonna do what kills. Like that's you know.
It'd be weird if you didn't.
It's a little different sometimes depending on what the show is or how long you're doing. Like I might squeeze I might squeeze something in, but for the most part, I want to do well if I'm being given the opportunity to open for a really great show for somebody.
The one time, not to do too much inside baseball comedy talk. The one time though, when I did try something new it was the Improvs. You were there
When you guessed it for Shane, he did.
It's like 650 people.
I was hosting. I just got booked by the club to host for Gillis, and he had met one of Josh's friends who had just moved to Florida. It was this weird connect, but either way, Josh and Jack ended up doing guest sets all weekend. And I remember what the joke was. I remember it was oh fuck.
Okay, so I have a joke about it's a joke about. I still do this joke, but this tagged and dude. Okay, so the joke is talking about my wife being Greek, and she sends me when we first met. She sent me a text that was like, "My yaya wants to meet you," and in Greek, yaya means grandma, but I didn't know. I thought it was something for her pussy. So then I was like, "So why don't you send me a photo of that yaya?" It's a whole thing, and then I do a whole thing about after the punchline of that joke. Then I went into this tag. The only time I've ever tried it, I want to get this, was in front of like 650 people.
Yeah,
and I went. And then I Googled, I was like, how do you say pussy in Greek? And it's Monet. And I was like, and Monet just sounds like money with a French accent. And I went,
Monet.
And I went, and isn't that what pussy is anyways? Just money with a French accent. And it fell dead silent.
Really?
I remember that.
It fell, not only did it fall silent, everybody was more like.
They're like, fuck you.
Yeah, they were like, what?
Make it make sense.
That's so funny.
With the whole,
The whole thing is that it doesn't make sense.
Right, it's supposed to be alty in a bad.
But you did a joke entirely leading up to it that all made sense.
Yeah, right, yes.
Even though you were making it make sense, and then just at the very end of it to do this like abstract thing, it's like, no, you guys don't realize that I switched into irony right now?
Let me pull back. Let me explain the joke. You
Yeah,
gotta unbox the
That's
joke.
always
Yeah,
good.
and you know what? Actually, start my time over now that we're talking about it. Yeah, tell him to wait.
I remember that.
So funny, but dude, yeah.
You live here now.
You live here now.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
I walked
bro.
here, bro.
No shit.
Like
for
30
real?
minute walk. Yeah, it was a lot more uphill than I thought.
Oh
so it
wow,
was
yeah, that's actually
challenging the cardio.
Yeah, well, good for you. I mean, I'm sure it's kind of a gross day to walk.
And you were in Vegas before this, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
What is the day-to-day in Las Vegas?
Nothing, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what's funny? I was with Michael Ridley the other night. We went to Wiggle Room just because it's right down the street from my crib. And I was like realizing, I'm like, this is a social life. This is what a social, like I haven't had when I was in Vegas, I didn't really do shit. It was just like I worked on music and I went home and jerked my dick or like watched a movie or jerked my dick while watching a movie.
Cool.
And so now it's like, oh, I forgot how dope this is. You
To
know what
like
I'm saying?
Yeah, to have a
friends
friend,
to go
yeah.
hang out
Yeah,
with.
You just go get dinner.
Have homies. It sounds so pathetic, but like legit, like I was just so focused on the business and fucking like emails became my besties and shit. And it was just, and it's really hard to meet genuine people. Not that I was trying.
Right. Yeah.
But it was just it's a lot easier here because everybody's everywhere and everybody fucking knows each other.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's like the nice thing about Austin is that it's big enough that you get a talent pool here, but then it's also small enough that you know the people, like you know everybody, and you can actually like be friends.
Yeah, and it's really cool because like I'm not a comedian or like in the comedy space at all, besides like the skits and shit I've done. But it's cool like seeing a different like entertainment, like environment. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing how it all, like I went to your show the other night. I was like, oh, this shit is fucking sick.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
cool.
Roscoe's Comedy
Just-
Club,
yeah,
8 p.m. on Thursdays, by the
8
way.
p.m.
It's
on
really cool
Thursdays.
seeing the differences in like green rooms and like how y'all do it in a comedy show versus like fucking. I also got to go to the green room at the Mothership for the first time like 2 weeks ago or whatever, and it's just like so vastly different.
Yeah.
Everyone's just chilling, but it's like
You have to go through TSA
chilling.
to get into that green
yeah,
room.
yeah. They pat me down, bro.
You got to go through 18 Navy SEALs.
So in comparison to like what a music like before a show or a concert or whatever, the vibes are.
I mean, it's all good like for both, but it's like just a lot more mellow, and it's like you can tell that everybody in the green room in comedy is about to go on stage and just chat and like tell jokes because they're all slanging jokes and being funny and shit. And then meanwhile, with like a rap or like a dance music green room, it's more kind of like taking shots, chatting about the weekends, telling fucking, you know, it's a lot louder. There's a lot more people, a lot more random people too. So it's just, it's crazy to see like two sides of it. It's fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like, I've seen like, you know, plenty of rappers and whatever, you go on stage, like when you're running out on stage to your first song, you're jumping, you're yelling, getting people into it. So I imagine beforehand, you want to kind of build that up a little bit, even if it's just chatting, whatever, taking shots, like kind of getting hype. It would be crazy to have that energy to walk out and be like, give it up for your host, everybody. Like just to like.
It is funny. That's the thing you don't think about. You as a rapper, you got to be nimble. You got to be prepared. You got to do some. You got to do some karaoke before you get in. Like you know what? Like karaoke drills, running sideways. I'll get the legs
I thought you
warmed
meant
up.
like music.
No, I'm not like me.
karaoke.
No, I'm talking about like getting your hamstrings.
They do.
ready.
A lot of people do have to do that though.
Do you do
that.
some dynamic warm ups?
Yeah,
get your voice
because I don't jump around at all.
No.
Yeah.
I'm more. I feel like in my brain, it's either you jump around and get the crowd hype, or you nail every bar with no backing track. So I'm like, I like that other side a little bit.
So
more.
you don't
I'm
use the
always
backing.
Like,
You don't.
No, I mean like since I make all the shit, I'll like edit the fucking the part where I have to breathe, and I'll put in like a word right there or something. But like, I like to like lock it in, just say every word. And I'm
like
also
that.
lazy, and I just don't like to jump. My worst fear is to like fall on stage.
Yeah.
And I've gotten close.
Oh no.
And so I'm like, I'm gonna just walk back and forth.
Well, there really is a fine line with. I've seen a handful. Rap is like my number one for sure, and I've seen a handful of shows, and most of them are really, really bad in comparison to what you listen to, and then in comparison to what you get. Where like I feel like you either have to have the energy where everybody's just fucking lit to be there and have you on stage, or you have to be nailing it so that I can understand and like sing along and and like enjoy the music of it. The first concert period I ever went to was Chief Keef. It was at the OKC Farmers Market, which is like not a huge venue.
That's so lit.
I know it sounds like
It does sound funny.
It does sound funny, but like the Farmers Market is also a music venue that like a lot of people do, but it is also a farmers market.
You can just like buy raisins.
During the day, you can buy organic squash, but
dope.
at night you can see Chief Keef, and he was.
I'd be in the back with like trail mix.
Dude, organic
sourdough while I'm listening to Chief Keef.
Organic trail mix.
$50,
Yeah.
With your knitted sweater. You just got
But like looking back on it, I mean, it was like 2012. I'm like on Molly and like whatever, but he was 4 hours late. He was 4 hours late. Also, the thing with Chief Keef, especially at this time specifically, every guy that's with him looks exactly like him.
Hell yeah.
So it was kind of like a Where's Waldo kind of situation.
Which one?
By the time he was on stage, he was just like very low energy, fucked up. So many people had microphones that I didn't even really know.
Yeah.
I was already coming down because I took the Molly like 3 hours before that. So I'm already kind of starting to like fade off.
You're like, is Chief Keef a group? What
Yeah,
is
exactly. It's like the opposite of Tame Impala, where it's like I didn't know that Chief Keef was actually 6 guys.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, so like, and ever since then, I mean, I was kind of opposed to rap concerts sometimes because I'm like, I love your music so much.
Yeah.
But like, you're just not giving me what your music is. Until I saw Kevin Gates. I saw Kevin Gates live.
Is he good live?
Very good
Really?
live.
I
I don't know
bet.
what he's like now, but I saw him probably like 2015, 2016. Sick. Very, very sick.
I got hit in the face at a Trippie Redd concert in
Trippie Redd concert.
2017.
That's what's up.
Dude.
Like on purpose or in a pit?
No, like it was on purpose.
Oh, damn.
We were in it was the only rap concert I've ever been to. I've only been to like 3 concerts in my life. No, wait, second Red. I went to Drake, who brought out The Weeknd and Lana Del Rey, which is like, as a white dude, I mean, you could have.
Yeah,
What,
dude,
they also
that's-
giving out free Buffalo Wild
Yeah.
Wings and blowjobs.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the best
pretty cool.
lineup that you can have as a white guy. And
Lana Del Rey is random.
I
now,
know, but it was
I like
sick,
it.
dude. She was,
Yeah, of course. I'd
My
be pumped.
pussy tastes like pussy.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. But then we were at the Trippie Redd 2017, and he also was late, and people were getting rowdy. And my lady that I was dating at the time, and I got to the front row, and a guy kept pushing up on me, which was pushing up on her. So then I like planted my anterior pelvic tilt. I spring loaded my ass.
You spring loaded your quads.
And then and then he went to do it again to push, and then I like stayed still and I leaned back and he fell. and then I just got
core.
I got fucking rocked in the side of my face, and then I like full like it was like I full spaz, but it was over in a second. I like turned around, I was like, you motherfucker, and I pushed him, and then security was already grabbing him, and then I was trying to be like, yeah, fucking walk away, like I was like, you're
Thanks,
fucking
fellas.
lucky, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, fellas.
Thanks, guys.
He was being a real troublemaker.
Yeah. Come on, kid, get him out of here.
Yeah, well, it is funny too. Like, I mean, any concert gets rowdy. I mean, I remember watching like multiple groups of people get kicked out of the Chief Keef concert before it even started, really. But like, Trippie Redd and that whole genre is this weird mix of like rap,
Awful
but
music.
also
Trippie Redd
punk.
stinks now that I'm older.
Really?
I
think
thought
it's
it was
okay.
so good, and then I listen back now and I go, what did I even see?
There's a couple bangers. He was never really up my alley too much, but it is this weird. I guess it's not weird, but it's like a mix of like. Kind of like hardcore culture in a way,
It's
and
that rage, the new rage.
yes,
shit.
exactly. Where it's like, so those young bucks get rowdy as
Yes, they
fuck,
do.
dude.
It's like Wigger anthem.
I'm sure do you have
You know,
a
it's like the broccoli. They're just like,
yes, dude, yes,
They
exactly.
have their fun out, but they're just looking at themselves. They're not.
Yeah.
Even,
They're
not even
just like fuck yeah. Dude. They have Jerry curls for some reason.
Yeah, where did all that come from? I have a picture of Josh actually where he accidentally has the broccoli haircut.
gosh.
It's awesome.
Oh my, yeah. Oh, dude. Speaking
it's
of,
so
you
awesome. Oh, and I'm literally already opened on it. Look at this.
Why are you already open on that?
I was looking at a picture of
that-
us to post.
Was that around the Trippie Redd show? Or?
Yeah, dude. It
That was
looks
actually
like
at
it.
the
You got the
concert.
curls like in front of your
I
eyes.
want to. I don't know if they're going to be able to see this, but I mean that's pretty good, right? I mean, pretty good stuff.
Dude, I have the eagle.
Speaking
Yeah.
of, what's going on
Yeah.
with your hair? I saw him yesterday at like 7 p.m. He didn't have this.
Eagle Eye listeners and Eagle Eye viewers of the podcast might notice I have shaved my head, and that is, it was a series of unfortunate events. Number one was I woke up this morning at 9 a.m. to a text saying that my barber cannot cut my hair, and I was like, well, I do not like having this lesbian haircut. So I was like, you know
Okay.
what? I will go to a barber shop. I went to this black barber shop that was near my apartment. It was 0.6 miles away, and it took me 5 minutes to get there. So I was like, all right, we'll do it. And I go in, and it was an old black gentleman, probably in his 50s. And he had a Bluetooth earpiece in, and he asked me how I wanted my hair
Awesome.
cut. And I just said, I just want to trim and then kind of maybe make it a little bit shorter on the sides and then just trim it up. And he was like, all right, I got you. And then he went back to his conversation on the Bluetooth earpiece. And at one point, he started laughing, and he went, hold up. You got a dog? And I said, yes. And he said, what? Yes. He said, what's that dog's name? And I said, Hazel. And then he said, his name's Hazel. And then started laughing his ass off.
Talking shit about
And
you.
I went, what is the conversation?
What's the conversation you're having?
And then he went, what's the craziest black dog name you've ever heard to me? And I went, I have a friend who has a dog named CJ. And he went, what's CJ stand for? And I said, Chris Jr. And then he went, he named his dog Chris after him. And I said, yes. And then he went back to cutting my hair, did not laugh. So then I was just in an awkward moment where I was like, what's
That's
that? And then he said, at the very end, he said, hold up, I'm about done cutting this little white dude's head. I'll call you back in 5 minutes.
That's awesome.
And then
bro.
I gave him $40 and I left, and it was the worst haircut of my
Really?
life. And then I got back and I went, you know what? Maybe I'll try to fix it myself. And I started watching YouTube tutorials on how to fade. And then I went, you know what? I went,
Been there, dude.
I went,
Been there.
I'm just gonna shave it. And so that's how we led to this, and that's what happened to this. And I shaved it myself, and I think you can tell. I think I've missed a lot of patches,
You've missed
It
a
looks good.
lot of.
and I
hair.
will be going back. And I was under pressure. I had to get here. I had to have, and so now I'm gonna go. I took a shower, and now I'm gonna go and hit it again. And now
Nice.
that I've already showered,
It's like a mechanic cut.
now I don't like that.
You know what I'm saying? it's
You
just-
kind of look.
It's like the cut of a guy who just like doesn't care.
You kind of look like
Yeah.
a slave.
Yeah.
Like you wake up a little bit late for work and you're like, fuck, no shower today. We're fine. It looks the same.
French fried taters.
That is what
Sling blade
it looks.
haircut.
It looks like a haircut for a guy who doesn't want to be bothered with doing his hair or his hair looking different when he takes his hat off after a long day.
Yeah, or a guy who doesn't mind going 4 days without a shower.
Yeah, a little bit.
In a good way.
In a
You know,
good way.
what about a guy who has like aspirations and dreams and is
No,
like
doesn't-
like
doesn't
kind of
look
like a
like
good
that.
You're gonna
hang?
need like some cat scratches for that.
I might, yeah.
That's a guy. That's an entrepreneur.
Or
Put
a
a,
coke
Should I
dealer.
shape up my?
which is also entrepreneur if you really want to think about it. You know what I mean?
I should shape up my
You get-
eyebrows.
you
That'd be funny.
I used to a barber used to like straight at like my eyebrows, and then I've looked back on pictures and I'm like, this was a bit much. It was a bit much.
They're just like Persian and piercing eyebrows.
Yeah.
Like Ice Cube.
Yeah, dude.
Give me the Ice Cube eyebrows, dude. Walking in.
This little white boy wants Ice Cube eyebrows. One sec, I'll call you back.
Do you ever get your mustache done at a barber and they fuck it up?
Never.
Dude.
I never. Nobody touches my mustache
One
but
time
me.
he did it
Yeah.
and he made it like it was nice. It was like pretty thick, and then he like cut the bottom part of it, and then I looked. It was like a Cuban pencil stash,
dude.
and for like 13 whole minutes, my drive home, I just kept looking in the mirror. I'm like, "Yep, I'm gonna shave this off completely
Yeah.
off." It looked horrible.
Yeah.
That
it was
bad,
thinner than my eyebrows. It was like
Whoa.
so thin. Like he's
But
like, "Yo,
from-
man, I'm gonna fuck your shit up."
But
bro.
thin from the bottom, though.
Yeah.
Not from the top. Oh,
No, so like
wow.
it was in the middle of my lip.
Oh, that's
It was
crazy.
fucking weird.
Josh one time before
Oh.
a show in San Diego got a haircut, and the lady gave him like a Dominican chin strap. It was
my
so
gosh.
like a fully lined up chin strap. It was
I
awesome.
literally looked like I played in the minor leagues. I have to
Yeah.
find this. It
You
was
looked like you did look like one of those like Hispanics who's also a ginger.
yeah, one of the one of the Canelos.
Yeah, you look like Canelo.
I had
for
a
sure.
little bit of Canelo going on with none of the talent. Where the fuck was it? Because I remember that was devastating. I went, oh no.
It was really really funny.
Because what was at the time I was like, because at the time I was younger. I was in my later 20s, and I remember thinking, oh no, people are gonna think I look stupid instead
Yeah.
of cool. And I
Yeah.
went, nobody thinks you look cool,
Dude, well,
you don't
even-
realize that until you're in your late
Even that picture you posted of us yesterday from 3 years ago, he has like a
Amish
insane
beard. Oh, yeah, I
Amish
saw
chin
that. I saw
strap.
that.
It was
Crazy.
crazy. Oh, also speaking of, just real quick, black dog names. I had a friend who adopted a dog. It was some sort of pit mix, big ass black like lab pit, whatever.
BBL.
His name, the dog's name was Blackie Chan.
Damn.
Adopted it as Blackie Chan, and then for short, he obviously just called the dog Blackie.
Damn.
And so we would be like out in public and he'd be like, Blackie, get over here. And I was like, I don't know if this, I don't think we can do
is a
this.
problem.
Yeah, this seems like a problem, but what are you going to, you can't call your dog Chan. That also doesn't seem
Yeah,
right
true.
either. So it's a pretty uncomfortable situation.
I
to
do
be
want
in.
to. I would. There is a punch up to this joke, and I cannot say it.
Okay. Please don't.
We'll save it.
We'll
Yeah,
save it for the Patreon.
Save it for the Patreon.
Patreon.com/friendlyfirepod. Pod.
Did we already?
I just made the page. We haven't posted anything on it.
Okay,
yet,
well,
but
now you
we're
guys know.
we're
This
gonna
is
now
how-
we're gonna be this is the official start of the Patreon
This is how we
next
promote
week.
it. 20
yeah.
minutes into an episode.
No, we'll put it in the beginning. We'll put it a thing in the beginning.
Oh, man.
What do you have any? Do you have any pets?
No, my ex-girlfriend had a Chihuahua, but I was thinking about getting a dog soon.
Yeah.
But I probably shouldn't.
What type of dog would you get?
Bro, I'd get a dwarf bull terrier.
A dwarf bull? Will you pull those up?
Yeah.
Are those like a
I know what you're
Guatemalan?
talking about. It's like the Target dog.
Yeah, like they
Yeah.
look like sharks.
Oh, dude.
Looks like a shark.
those-
Yeah, that's from like Friday After Next too. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen?
Yeah, it
Dude,
looks just
I
like that
used
guy.
to take care. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Dude, these dog. We used to have. I used to dog sit a dog like this way back in the day when I was in Oklahoma, and he used to just run straight into walls.
Exactly. They're
Yeah,
like
I
bulldozers.
mean, like his face is almost. It almost looks like it's an evolution to run straight into walls.
yeah.
Look
I saw,
at that.
I
Look
saw a video of one that just like jumped down
Down the
20
stairs.
stairs, and I'm like,
Yes,
that's the dog.
yes,
That's the dog
bro.
I need.
Yes, dude. That is exact. That's one of my. Listen. I have many favorite videos. That's one of the best ones because he runs up to the edge and then he runs back and then he full
He
sprints
knew what he was
down
doing.
an entire flight of stairs.
He's like the jackass dog.
no, dwarf bull terriers are not dumb.
Are there any? Well, that's AI though, because there's probably a million people going, no, actually, my dog is not dumb, and then so AI gives an
Yeah.
overview of that. Are there any dogs that are dumb?
Who the fuck describes a dog strong-willed?
Who describes
This
it
isn't
as
like a
who
fucking
describes a dog
presidential-
as hilariously mischievous? The one
Often
thing,
described as clowns of the dog
Independent
world.
thinkers?
what?
What are they into?
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Gotta love AI, dude.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Did you
but
go? Did you grow up in the Bay? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was wondering this earlier when I was on my way here because I was thinking about
Racist. Sorry.
Afghan Hound. The dumbest dog is. I want to for everybody listening. Kabaza just typed in what is the dumbest dog, and it said the Afghan Hound, and that does
Wow.
feel like American
That's
propaganda.
a wild American take. Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, listen, we didn't do it. We didn't do it.
It wasn't me.
Okay, so I just was in my hometown, my small hometown in Iowa, and I was like I was revisiting and I got reminded of like some of the like the urban legends that take place. Are there urban legends in big cities like that? Like, do you have like, because we had like a bridge that if you drove underneath and you shut your car off, you were supposed to like wait 10 seconds, turn your car back on at midnight, and there's like supposed to be like a demon that spawns.
That's cool as fuck.
Did you guys have any of those?
We had a couple. There was one, Winchester Mystery House, obviously. Have you ever heard of that?
Dude, I was just talking about this.
Yeah.
Do you remember this? No, I was talking about it on Rough Week. God damn it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So they made a movie about it recently. It was called Winchester. But basically, this dude in some fucking war he invented the Winchester and then got like a crazy house in San Jose with
Like
his
the
wife.
gun?
Yeah, the gun.
Okay.
And he was like fucking making racks. And then he died. So it's just this widow in this big ass house, and then she started to get haunted by victims of the gun and her husband or some shit. So she started using all the money from her husband to like build onto this house, and it's like a mystery house now because like she would try to trick the ghosts, have like a door that leads to a room with no other entrances, like just crazy shit, like elevator shafts and whatnot. But you can go out there and do flashlight tours at night and see some crazy shit. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat.
We never had any like urban legends, but we had a kid who like junior and senior year got into like exploring like abandoned places, which is like a really big thing on YouTube and stuff. But he would post these videos of him in like old rundown hospitals in like the middle of the night that all have like graffiti and like homeless people are in them and stuff like that. I've just never needed a rush that bad.
Yeah, dude, I actually almost died in a situation like that when I was younger because you know when you're a kid and you're a scoundrel, you're getting into shit. So we my boy Daniel out there, his homie took us to this place. They called it the AOB, which was by like a theme park. It was called the Abandoned Office Building. And you play paintball there, graffiti, smoke kush, skate. Like we were like 16, like this is the best.
Sick as fuck.
And bro, we get there and we're exploring the whole place and shit. And then we get to like on the roof, there was like a soundproof room. Like you ever been in those dead rooms that are just like completely
padded,
giant like cones coming out the wall and stuff. So what we didn't know, his homie had been there before. It was all our first time. So we all go into this room, but the door doesn't open from the inside.
Oh, fuck.
And it's completely abandoned and it's in the boonies. And so like, dude, it was me and like three of my homies and we went in there and luckily the dude who knows the place wasn't in there yet. He was like doing some other shit. So we get in there, close the door, and it was like a fucking, what are those like sound baths? Where you like get rid of all senses,
sensory deprivation check because it was dark as fuck, right?
We couldn't see anything. It was the deadest room, so you could like hear your fucking hair. It was weird.
Fuck.
And then like a couple minutes go by, and we're enjoying it, and then the dude ends up opening the door. He's like, "Yo, if I was in here with you, like we wouldn't be able to get out. You guys would have died in this bitch. So like, thank fucking God, bro.
Fuck,
it was scary as shit.
And you wouldn't have only just died. You guys would have gone nuts.
Yeah.
Like with no no noise really and no outside noise and no light at all. You would have lost your fucking mind.
Or you come back as the greatest quarterback. That's like what Aaron Rodgers does. He goes on those darkness retreats and he puts up 5,000 yards in a season.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's so crazy.
It's like the worst. Got to be the worst way to go.
Oh, unbelievable.
Just with like four other dudes.
You probably got to eat each
Yeah,
other.
you got to figure out who's getting ate first, and then its nose goes, and you don't know who actually loses.
There was also like it was before. I think it was right around the time that like 3G was out, so you had internet on your phone, but it was dead. Like there was no reception in that.
You can't even get porn on that thing.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't even jack in the dark.
Can't get
Just
one.
tell your
last
boys
jacking.
to make noises. Just be like, yo, bro, start moaning like a girl real quick.
It would be so funny to have one bar of service. You're like, oh my god, I got one bar.
Jizz.com.
Yeah. XNXX. Phone dies.
Dude,
you leave comments on at porn videos. Please, if you're reading this, I'm in.
Guys, if you're reading this, I'm in the AOB. People are like, what the fuck is the AOB?
That would be funny as fuck if like that would be a funny skit where like you get trapped in like a sound room and your last like cry for help is on like a Pornhub comment, and then like people come and rescue you, and it's like all over the news that you were on porn in your last moments. Like, that would be fucking hard.
I think you just take it on the chin at that point.
For
no
sure.
pun intended.
It's so funny.
But you'd have to pick the porn very specifically.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
be, like weird
casual.
shit.
Yeah, it has to be a consensual white couple.
Of course.
It's gotta be
makes love.
Why white?
Yeah, why white?
I'm
curious
white.
why
I'm white. What are you talking about? I'm not gonna get caught. I'm not going out watching interracial. You out of your mind?
You're like, what was the porn he was watching? It was blacked.com.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
It was
what,
Dog
you
Fart
don't want
Network.
to you don't want to die having people know that you're an ally of the community, dude? What the fuck, man?
I strictly jerk off to only BBC, bro.
Yeah, that's just
It's like
because
a rule.
It is. Yeah, it's like
ever
reparations.
since 2020, dude. That's all I jerk off to. Ever since the BLM movement.
The BBL
Thank you.
movement.
No, that was BBL movement was more recent, actually.
I think,
and I support that one too. I would post a square for that one if they asked me to.
I'm very excited for BBLs in GTA 6.
Whoa!
You know that's about to be a thing, boy.
You get your character a BBL.
I'm gonna get Jason a BBL, bro, and just
Dude,
walk
I
around
love
stacked.
that. I love that. When's
Double
it supposed to
cheek
come
up.
out?
November. I
November.
think.
Man.
I thought it was October. I think they keep pushing it back. Who knows?
I definitely don't have a counter on my phone.
Is it actually November now? Is that like
November 19th. I know the exact date. I don't know why I'm
dude.
acting like I don't.
Some relationships are about to get destroyed, dude.
I'm so excited.
Absolutely destroyed. Having a GTA boyfriend, and you might not even really know. That's the thing. Like, he might be like, if you're a girl dating a GTA guy, listen, he's been playing the same GTA for a decade now. So like he's probably, he casually plays it every once in a while, whatever. You have no idea the hours you're about to lose with your significant other when this one comes out.
Absolutely.
I might buy a fucking new PlayStation just to play that, because I have an old Xbox that I play every once in a while.
Yeah.
But I might.
You should.
you got to get it back.
You know, the day before it comes out, it's already going to be spoiled on YouTube. People are going to be like, here's the walkthrough, here's the ending. So I'm staying off that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm that way with like movies and TV shows and whatnot. Like, I still haven't watched all of The Sopranos, but anytime I haven't even recommitted to watching it, but anytime anything comes on about it, I skip. Because I'm like, well, if I do decide to watch all 8 seasons or whatever,
well, you got it. Have you ever watched? How far into it?
I made it like 5 or 6 episodes into the first season, and I didn't really find it gripping.
No way. You got
then
You got to
I
either.
stopped,
You got to
yeah.
finish it, or
Yeah.
you got to finish it.
I felt that way
It's so
into the
good.
second season, and then my mom was like, just keep fucking watching it.
Damn,
It's
you're
your
a cool-ass
ADD.
mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once I reached the end, I was like, damn, you just get so connected to the fucking. I feel like the difference between like Sopranos and Breaking Bad is nothing too fucking crazy happens in the Sopranos. Like, there's nothing like the complete pivots that happen in Breaking Bad where people are. I mean, everybody dies eventually in Sopranos. Sorry,
Obviously.
but yeah,
it's okay.
But like, there's nothing like explosive that really happens. So I feel like it's more like kind of like The Office, where you get attached to the character. So by the end of it, you're like, that makes sense. That makes sense. That would happen to him.
Yeah. Whereas, like, dude, I watched Breaking Bad twice. I'm watching Better Call Saul right now, actually.
It's good. I just finished it.
So here's the thing, and obviously don't ruin anything for me, but I have friends, and they're friends who I trust their taste on like shows and movies. We have very similar outlooks. I think they're very intelligent people. There's a group of them that are assuring me that Better Call Saul is actually better than Breaking Bad.
No.
Not a chance, right? I'm almost.
No.
No, there's no chance.
I hit a fadeaway. No.
Yeah, no. I'm almost done with this season 3. I was watching it right before I got here, and it is a great TV show. And I've watched Breaking Bad twice, so I understand all the little things, and they're building these. They're kind of like, they're doing a good job at like, oh well, is he gonna kill this person? But in your head you go, no, I know he doesn't kill him because he's in Breaking Bad. But then they take it another way, and you go, oh, okay, well that's how he ended up being that or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting, but like, I'm 3 seasons in, and I'm not like, this show's fun. By the end of the first season of Breaking Bad, you're like, this might be the best thing I've ever watched.
Episode, bro.
Yeah, man.
So
like,
much shit happens in that first episode.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are.
I think
don't
I've
trust
had
them.
so many people say that shit to me too when I was in the middle of watching it, because like, it's slow as fuck at the beginning.
Yes.
But I will say it gets like, it's good, it's great, but it gets really good in the last season, because
Okay.
it starts to fill in all the gaps in the last season of Breaking Bad, when it does like all the flashbacks and the flash forwards. It fills in those gaps, so you're like, oh shit, that's why that was there. So it's cool, but like, definitely not better than Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad, because everybody I've talked to is like, yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
And I just think they're
Like,
wrong.
when I'm watching Breaking Bad and it's like bedtime, I'll be like, I'll do one more.
Dude,
But Better Call Saul, I'm like, I'll save it for the next day.
I did that. I finished an episode before I came. It wasn't even like a thing where I was like, damn. I just was like, yeah, it's time to go pod.
Yeah.
Whereas Breaking Bad, like, I remember watching it and like staying up. I had to be at work at like 8, and I would stay up till like 3 watching Breaking Bad.
Did you watch it when it first came out?
I watched it around the time when it first came out, yeah, and then I rewatched it again.
Yeah.
Whatever, 5 or 6 years
The
ago.
cliffhanger between like when Hank's taking a shit, and then they literally took like a year and a half off and didn't put anything out, and then they
Crazy.
dropped it, bro. That was legend. That was like the GTA 6 of that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's such a delicate balance, though, because you gotta make sure people still care.
Oh, dude.
Do you know what I mean?
People cared.
People
Have you,
do
You
care.
watch Breaking Bad?
I've seen all Breaking Bad.
Okay. I
I've tried
thought you were
watching
going to
Breaking
say I've watched pieces of it.
Yeah.
I was
No,
like,
no.
it's a
I've
crazy
seen.
way to-
I've enough. I've only
crazy
watched
way to-
TikToks of it.
Yeah. Dude, I have watched entire movies on TikTok.
I like the edits where there's like this one edit that keeps popping up on my thing where it's Walter White's hat growing as more as ego grows, and by the end it's just like a witch hat that's like it's Doug Dimmadome.
That's
So
awesome.
good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the show that I'm watching right now, which I'm still not convinced is good, is the House of the Dragons. I don't know, but I think the Night of the Seven Kingdoms though was like the best show that I've seen in like recent memory.
I can't
think
fuck with dragon shit.
Me neither. Did you? You didn't watch Game of Thrones or anything?
I know.
Me neither.
Like,
Okay.
it seems really good, but
Yeah.
it's like, bro. Whenever people like, if they put on an accent, I'm like, I can't take it serious, bro.
Dude, I know, but that's the thing that's funny too, because Josh and Spencer, who are probably like two of my best friends, you guys both love the medieval and the pageantry of it all.
I get it.
I do too. I'm the same way. When they're talking like that, and there's like the crackling of a fire in the background, it's a slow dialogue about the winter
No,
that's bound to come right after the war and all that. I'm like, this is good. It's just not me,
it's just
man.
not in your guys' genetics.
For sure.
You guys got to be.
Yeah,
you're deep
you know what?
European if you can like that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I get
It's
it.
the way, you know how like, have you ever seen like when you hold the dog above the water and it starts kicking as if it's swimming? That was what happens in a European brain when they go, yes, my lord. You go,
Yeah. Huh?
sleeper cell.
Your teeth start to decay a little.
Yeah. I start hunching over and I get a candle in my hand.
Yeah.
I'm like what?
It's cold.
It's ooh.
Yeah, I'm the same way though. I never really got any of that. And
Yeah.
you
You
gotta-
now there's all these other shows coming out about it.
If you're gonna watch any of them, I think the easiest thing to take on. I challenge you right now formally
Okay.
to a duel of watching the first season of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's only like 40-minute episodes, so it goes
that
by
its own
quick.
thing?
It's its own thing. No dragons, no anything. It's just the story of like, it's basically just like Rocky, but in the medieval times.
Okay.
So you're like, okay,
I'll give it a shot.
It's the characters are super endearing. You're like, I want this guy to win. It's very funny. Guy has a horse cock in it, which is funny. That doesn't ruin anything, but it's
a highlight.
Yeah, if it's like Sports Center, that's a top 10 moment. Out of nowhere, you just see this guy's huge horse cock, and you're like, "What the fuck,
Thighs
dude?"
slapping his thighs.
I'm like covering my lady's eyes. I'm
Do
like,
you
"No,
think
don't
it
want-"
was actually that guy's dick?
No, fuck no.
You don't?
No, he's supposed to be like an Irish
wait,
guy.
Is it
Fucking-
but
absolutely, it's
but
not
wait,
his
is it a
cock.
part of the plot that his cock is big?
No, it's just like a funny comic relief moment.
like-
it's like
Oh,
a
okay.
compilation, and
Have
then
you
it just.
seen-
Yeah.
Have you seen Gone Girl?
Yes.
When you see the side of fucking, I almost said Ben Stiller. What's the fucking
Ben
dude's name?
Affleck.
Ben Affleck. When you see his fucking hog, and you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, it's gotta be some
Well,
shit like that.
because actors get a choice of wearing like a
Prosthetic.
or just having theirs out. I think it would be crazy unless you are just like really about yourself.
Can you pull up a giant dick on your
Yeah, pull up prosthetic dick. Yeah. I think it would be crazy to not.
Okay.
This is more.
Wow, that's a real one that's being cut open into.
Wait, what? Where? Ah!
Inflatable-
Stop!
Matt just came.
We could cut that.
Stop! I'm coming. Stop!
Used for movies. Okay. Yeah,
Whoa!
good save. There we go.
Good save. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. It just seems like I would.
I would be like, I would be
one.
such a dickhead. I would be making it like, I would be like, bigger. They'd go, all right, here's your prosthetic. I go, no, I'm not going into that scene unless it's bigger.
I want it to be.
I want a triple.
I want it to affect the scene.
I want
didn't
to look like I'm heading west with it.
I want
Throw
every
it over
guy
my
in the theater
shoulder.
to be uncomfortable.
Yes, exactly.
Straight up, just
Well,
like-
there's a scene like that in Euphoria. I forget what. I think it might have been the first
The
season.
only shit I've seen in Euphoria is the scene of Sydney Sweeney's giant fucking King Kong tits. That's the
Well,
only thing I've
dude,
seen.
so I've been going to Twitter to jerk off. It's been fun.
Okay.
Or X, sorry.
It's nice.
What happens is if you find a video that you like and then you keep scrolling, it's like a feed that works off of an algorithm, almost like TikTok. You know when you watch enough body cam footage, eventually you get a lot more body cam footage. If you watch a certain kind of porn, it'll keep coming up, but every once in a while it'll pepper in like a movie scene or a TV show. And dude, they've been plastering me with all the Sydney Sweeney things from this from this season where she's like an OnlyFans chick. And I'm not
Which is a
watching
great
it at all.
artistic direction
It
for the
is
writers.
really, I really like where they've gone with it.
Yeah.
There's a scene where she is like a giant, like stomping through a city, and her tits come up against a guy's like office windows. It's really cool.
Tits out, full out.
Yeah.
Full out, yeah. There's like scenes where she's like fucking, she's like, yeah, like full fucking.
Yeah, it deserves awards and shit for
Yeah,
sure.
no, absolutely.
I mean,
I feel like we are close as Americans, as America, to getting back to, like, do you remember the old Carl's Jr. commercials where it was just the hottest girl ever
Just like
enjoying a burger on a
eating
car?
a burger that's like
And you're like,
dripping.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Yes.
dude. I want that burger. Even if it's the dog shit burger, you're like, those tits make me want a burger. I
Yeah.
feel like we're slowly getting close to that.
I hope
Getting
so.
back
Well,
to that.
it's getting close to that, but it's also in a different direction where it's fully idiocracy.
Yes.
Like eventually, like we're slowly morphing into. I mean, like who wrote Idiocracy? Was it Mike Judge?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
so close to predicting. He's almost like the Nostradamus of. He's the Nostradamus. Is it Nostradamus? Nostradamus.
I don't think I'm
Nosferatu.
No, Nosferatu.
He's like the Nosferatu.
No, he's like the yeah.
Nordstrom's rack.
But he's the Nordstrom rack of our generation, where you go like, how did you nail all of this? Because
Yeah.
doesn't he also write for The
like-
Simpsons?
yeah.
And like he's always predicting shit like that.
Wait, really?
I'm like pretty
Beavis
sure.
and Butthead.
Okay. Listen, so here's my take on that. I think there's an argument to be made that he possibly is like a time traveler of some
For sure.
sort. But there's got to be some sort of stipulation in whatever era he has traveled back from, where it's like, well, you can't make it known. It could really disrupt like the timeline of the world. But he's like, I gotta do some stuff.
Little Easter eggs.
Just little
It has to be a
things,
comedy.
Little things.
Like, if
yeah.
it wasn't funny, then
Exactly.
it would be like,
Then it
wait,
would be
what?
like, huh, yeah. If he just made a documentary about my predictions of the world and they made it all like that. But if you make it a cartoon, you make it a comedy, nobody really thinks much about it.
Yeah.
They go, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, the Simpsons shit is fucking weird, bro.
Yeah.
Or the Berenstain Bears thing.
yeah.
Remember that
yeah,
shit?
Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
Berenstein. Did you ever read that when you were a kid?
Oh, so now we're talking Mandela effect.
Yes.
I got so, the first time I started talking about this with somebody, they were talking, they brought up, there is, I believe it's Shazam starring Shaquille O'Neal.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's another movie called Kazam with Sinbad.
Yeah.
That movie does not exist.
Really?
It doesn't exist.
That's
the
retarded.
exact same thing. Just
Yeah, bro.
And if you look it up, that movie doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's retarded.
The theory
That's so
is
weird.
that on the VHS for Shaq's movie, there was a preview, like there used to be a bunch of previews at the beginning of the VHS for a movie that Sinbad was in. But he was not a
No, I
genie.
saw that shit,
I
bro.
know,
I
bro.
literally
That's
saw
how
that
I
shit.
feel. Well, can you?
I remember the cover.
Can you look up Kazam with Sinbad in it
I
and
used to have
see
this-
what? Because that's a Mandela effect.
These penises, dude. I love this podcast.
Oh, we can't. It's so funny too that we can't show that, but that is okay, yeah. So
Right there.
no. Wait. But these, I don't think these are real,
Dude,
I don't
that's-
think these are real.
I don't think.
I think those are fake. Because what is that from? We found. I don't think this is.
Okay, that's
I-
definitely clickbait.
Yeah, that
I just remember,
doesn't look real.
I remember a couple years ago seeing a video. This dude had a safe, and in his safe he had a copy of Kazam or whatever the fuck, and he had like a copy of the Berenstain Bears.
I know what I remember this, but also I don't know if I can believe that.
I also thought he was dead.
Sinbad? No,
Yeah.
I think he had like a stroke, so he's not really like. Yeah, because okay. So go back to the original Google all. Yeah, the movie Kazam stars Shaquille O'Neal as a genie. Comedian Sinbad never starred in a movie called Shazam. The widespread memory of the Sinbad genie movie is a famous example of the Mandela effect. But why? I don't
Epstein,
get
bro.
it.
It's because of Epstein, dog.
Oh, this is funny. Wait,
But why?
That specific part said that, scroll up. Sinbad frequently dressed up and wore baggy genie-like pants.
Yeah, this AI is definitely a white guy.
they're basically, yeah, seriously. We've got white AI.
No, you explain to me why.
No.
10% of the genies are made up by 90% of the people wearing baggy pants.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy, right?
What are some of the other ones too?
Well, and you
Pikachu.
know why it's called the Mandela effect, right?
Yeah, because they thought that dude was dead. And he
Dude, there
wasn't.
were like thousands and thousands of people that like swore they remembered Nelson Mandela dying in prison,
Mm-hmm.
which in fact was not true. He was released and then became the president. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, There's too much.
I don't think that we're.
It stresses me out.
Here's what I think is happening. I don't think we're meant to be this.
What does that mean?
Like, I mean, like, I think we've evolved past what, like, society has created a thing that it should never have.
Yeah.
Like, we're causing a ripple effect of, like, we should be living in the woods eating squirrels and shit. And I think because we've combined, like, we're going to have weird ripple effects like this, which are, it's only going to get worse. Technology is only going to make this worse.
Yeah.
The drugs that we take are only going to make this worse.
Yeah.
I've been fucking cracked out on stimulants since I was like 14.
Yeah.
And then and what's going to happen, sick
Likewise.
as fuck. And so what's going to happen is my brain is going to be fried from the Vyvanse and the fucking pre-workout and all the stuff that I take. And I'm going to be 55 and somebody's going to go like, do you remember when Donald Trump was president? And I went, he was never president.
Yeah.
And then they went,
Talking
I
about,
swear to God. And I go,
he
"You're
had a TV show and he dressed in a suit like a
he
president.
wasn't the president, and then it's going to start another one, and then it's going to be another one. We're all fucked.
Yeah.
We should be going back to writing poetry in the woods
And then you
while
look-
you are going schizophrenic.
You're old and you're like, he was never president because that's me.
yeah, it's me.
People keep calling him young Trump in our sketches.
It's like Shutter Island.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I just think that
I do think the widespread information and technology is making information way harder to like even know like what is
sure.
or
We
isn't
shouldn't have
real.
it. We shouldn't have
And-
it.
and-
It used to be when Matt would say something was wrong, I would go, "You're wrong," and he'd go, "No, I'm not," and we would argue about it, and that would be the end of it. He would leave thinking he was right. I would leave thinking I was right. And now you can solve that.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You should hate somebody for no reason. You want to know, you know what I mean? You should be able to go, I don't like that we can solve an issue like that.
Yeah.
I want to be like,
the simplicity of guys with problems is now like solvable, and it's fucking frustrating. I feel you.
Yeah.
Because usually it's just like, yeah, fuck you. All right, fuck you. You want to get a drink? Cool.
yeah.
that's guys.
But then once there's a proven outcome that you then proved a man wrong or he proved you wrong, there's no let's go hang after this. It's
No,
like,
now,
no,
it's like, fuck you.
Well,
Yeah.
Fuck you for real now.
You know
Yeah.
who has a joke? Segura has an old joke about how his dad, like he was watching a movie with his dad, and Tommy Lee Jones came on. He's like,
Oh yeah, I love
"Gay?
that fucking
Did you know
joke.
that he's gay?" And he went, "No, he's not." And then he's like, "No, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gay." And then Segura Googled it. He's like, he has a wife and like he's been married for blah 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 blah. And he's like, "Huh." Thought he was gay. And that's like the whole, like, he's like, for his entire life, he's just been telling everybody Tommy Lee Jones is gay because he heard it maybe once. And it's like, that's the kind of information we need to be basing
like
our
that.
society
And I
on.
like
Is
that.
just kind of like, yeah, I guess,
Yeah,
not
dude.
being
Dude,
able to
my-
Google stuff.
My dad lives like that to this day.
yeah.
Because my dad, dude, you want to know what's so goddamn funny? My dad got a track phone that can take, because my dad's big into, he's big into antiquing. In his retirement years, he's been collecting tobacco containers, like old chewing tobacco
that's cool.
containers. It's really cool, very unique, or very, I mean, unique's a good word for it.
Yeah.
And he bought a track phone that can now reverse Google image search things. And so sorry, this is an unrelated thing, but it's not real unrelated. He's been going to like these like auctions and like little like Goodwills and like whatever thrift shows and whatever, and he scans things and he'll see what it's listed for, and then he'll pull up his track phone that has access to the internet and he'll scan it and then see, oh, it's listed for $2 here. Online it's listed for $15. So now he's
hustling.
he's collecting in our basement.
He's got
Looks like a it
it's
looks
so
like a
much
person
stuff,
who is
dude.
disassociating and going crazy and is like, the cans, the tobacco cans. You don't understand. There's money in this.
You don't understand. This old spittoon is worth 13 shillings.
yeah. I only picked it up for 4.
Is he following Gary Vee? That's what
Yeah.
he
Dude,
says to do.
What did Gary Vee saying? What to do? What?
To go to like garage sales, and then you look it up online what it is, and then you can sell it that way.
No, I think my dad's just raw dogging.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't think his dad got into the Gary Vee algorithm on accident on his track phone. I don't think that would be funny if your dad was like inspired by Gary
Yeah.
Vee.
He's the original Gary Vee.
My dad is my dad's like, do you want to turn $100 into 16?
It's an investment. It's an investment opportunity.
Invest now in tobacco cans, so that way in 20 years, your son has to figure out what to do with the tobacco can.
Yeah,
I
dude,
feel like that's all of the internet now.
what, yeah.
No matter what. Like, have you been noticing? Like, I've been like, you watch like stunt videos or people doing pranks or whatever, and now they like sneak in, like they'll look at their phone with their meta glasses, they'll look at their phone and then start gambling.
Yes.
Have you seen that shit?
Yes.
Wait, no.
Like I literally last night saw a video of like some dude pranking someone on the street, and like in the middle of the prank, he looks down at his phone, and it's like he's gambling, and it's an ad for that company, and she's like, "Well, fuck, bro."
Dude, I hate every ad is a Kalshi ad.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I'm like, bro, chill.
That'd
Yeah.
be funny for porn.
That would
the
be
guy's
really
like fucking.
funny.
It's like he's like fucking, then it pops down. He goes, "How fast do you think he's gonna come?" you have to put $100
He
right
looks at
now.
the camera. He's like, "Am I about to bust?
Yeah.
Chat,
Let us
make some
know.
noise. Yeah,
Yeah.
chat, make some
Poly
noise.
market.
Yo, am I about to bust, chat?"
No, seriously, drop some roses and I'll bust. I'll bust. If I,
Give me a galaxy and
Give
I'll
me a
bust.
galaxy.
Yeah,
3 galaxy
dude,
equals 3
fuck.
busts.
Where should I bust?
Yeah. Fuck,
No,
man.
seriously,
That'd
guys.
be really
tell-
funny.
We are also just kind of describing like cam girls. That is
True.
literally what they do.
True. I do love how in that
Yeah.
industry, it's kind of like there's no sexism because it's kind of just like 90% of the world wants to see a girl doing it rather than a guy. And I feel like guys have
Yeah.
just accepted that. Like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's weird to watch a dude jerk off, but it's
Kind of.
beautiful to see a girl.
That is, I
put stuff in her
completely
vagina.
agree with you. I
Yeah.
completely agree with you because guys go primal with it.
Well,
If
like,
they're
dude-
not performing. Guys are, ugh.
You're not paying
At
attention
least I
to
don't know,
anything
actually.
else. You know what I'm
No.
saying?
I
So,
guess
like,
I'm
your
only-
posture
yeah.
fucks up, your face looks...
Yeah,
Dude,
I guess
get, like-
I'm only basing it off of what I do.
Yeah.
Which is probably wrong. That's
I
like me
definitely-
going like, baseball players can actually throw it 90 miles an hour.
But
Yeah.
dude, no, like, I think if a
like-
guy is looking sexy while he's jerking off, he's really acting more than he is jerking off.
sure. That's a
because if you were
sociopath.
Well,
for
same thing
real,
with
if you were
porn.
for real jerking it, but like I think I think women could like genuinely be sexy doing it without like knowing that they're being watched. That's not really what I meant, but you know what I'm saying.
all right, let's get a slow zoom in on that one. Can we reset that? Can we get I want to get
No, my theory is that if you watch women and they don't know, they still look sexy
Let's
while
get
they're
s-
playing with themselves through the window.
Can we key him from the left side so we get a shadow contrast on his right face?
Fuck.
Slow zoom
It's
in.
like
I
a
want
peeping
music
You know what I
starting.
meant? I didn't mean that you.
Yeah, like watching them through the window across the street.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
like,
When you
I
watch
get
them through
it.
the window and they don't even know you're there, they still look sexy. But when I watch a guy jerk off through the window, they're not sexy.
yeah, it's weird.
It's really
Well,
weird.
that's just because
dude.
it's like your preference. So I bet there's some ladies who would want to see like a guy being like same way that they like the videos of guys like hacking up the wood.
Yeah.
You ever
Yeah.
see that shit? And you
Yes.
go, put a shirt on, you
There's
motherfucker.
a guy with 2.5 million followers, and every video is him in a cut off
And he's
flannel
like-
just chopping wood.
It starts when he's like full like back, like it's
Yeah.
like as far back and as flexed as he can be.
And he's doing like a monologue. He's like, God is great. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Praise God. First thing in the morning. Take care of your kids. Kiss your wife. And the women are just gushing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, for guys, it's like you take a normal video of a girl chopping wood and zoom it out a little bit. And even if she doesn't have a nice ass, if the ass is there, it's way more famous than that guy's.
Dude, I've gotten into I watch a lot of golf videos on my Instagram, and there's an even more specific niche of girls golfing who may or may not be good, and they're making what's really they're not doing anything like with the shaft or like whatever. They're just like hitting balls, but then they're like a little bit of their cheek is out.
Yeah, the skirt's a
they
little
have
too
a
short,
skirt,
yeah.
so when they go through the skirt, will pop up a little bit, and you can see cheek, and it has a million likes.
All the comments are like, oh, she's golfing? I didn't even know.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And
It's
it's crazy.
beautiful.
They can make more money doing that
Absolutely.
than my
Yeah.
dad who worked on the railroad.
There's a girl that I used to follow. I definitely still follow her. She is like a mediocre skateboarder, but she's so fire.
Yeah.
And like it's very clear that her audience is like 95% dudes just being like, damn, shouty.
Whoa,
Good ass. You
That
got a good ass.
kickflip was awesome,
And it's the worst
but
kickflip
it's
you've ever
also
seen.
yeah.
And
It's
she
also
does like,
your
and she
ass.
knows what she's doing. It's like
Yeah.
the slow-mo butt jiggle on the landing.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
Well, it's also because like I follow a couple skateboarders. I've seen some, and like the chicks who are like for real skating, they're skating in like what dudes wear. They're in like fucking Jinko, like they're in like baggy pants and like. You know, they're not in anything where you can see the ass jiggle. She
Yeah.
knows exactly what she's doing. And more power to you, honestly.
For sure. Girls need to embrace that shit.
Dude, honestly, I couldn't
You
agree
guys have
more.
a cheat code. Your
Yeah.
control over men is like, dude, that's so sick.
Yeah, you
Can
can
you
make-
imagine if like you posted a video of you doing stand up and the comments are just full of like dimes who are like, oh my fucking God, that was so funny.
That would be
Holy
awesome.
shit. That's like what I think whenever I play
funny.
a show.
Funny you should say that.
Oh, give it to
It's
me.
not dimes, it's all gay guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, even that video we posted the other day, Yeah.
I feel like there's more.
No, it's just.
I know, so let's put some comments up while we're here. Huh?
I do.
I love your posture.
I will just post like something like funny, and then like some of the comments will just like not be about that at all.
There was one that I thought was really funny, and I wanted to.
There was a little thread on your TikTok,
on my TikTok
that was
I'm
just like
finding that right
5 or
now.
6 people being like, "Isn't Matt Ross so hot?" And it's just like all gay guys who don't follow me on TikTok either. That shit pissed me
Like,
off.
I'm flattered, bro, but tell your girlfriend.
Yeah.
This comment is really funny. I thought Matt Ross was exclusively gay, and then somebody replied and said, "Disappointing, but not true."
He is.
disappointing, but not true.
Wow, he's
It's
not
really
gay.
funny.
Have you ever been complimented by a gay black dude in person?
Yeah, it's one of the best
seriously-
feelings in the world.
I can't
It's
find
seriously
any
the
of these
best.
other ones.
I've had multiple times where I'll like go to charge my car or something, or like go out to eat, and it's just like, okay, white boy. I'm like, yes, dude,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, white boy.
Dude,
It's crazy.
I'm not interested, but thank you so much.
Yeah.
I had a
Because they're brutal.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, gay guys, specifically gay black men, can
Yeah.
be so mean. So,
But
mean.
it's known that they have the best style choices.
Yeah, for sure.
So when they see you and they compliment you, you're like, this is
I
my
mean,
new outfit every day.
the combo of the coolness that comes with being black and the style that comes with being gay, the combo of that is like your opinion does matter.
Like
a
if I
lot.
hire an interior designer and it's not a gay black dude, I don't want him.
Yeah, right,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Well, gay guys don't have to be black to be mean either, though. Josh got ganged up on by some gay guys.
I don't like. One second. I don't like the way that you just phrased that.
we were at a hotel in Tampa, and Josh got ganged up on by a group of gay guys. Those are the facts of the case.
That was easy.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I was just telling
they
this
were
story
telling
the
me,
other
and
day.
then what makes it worse, they were telling me to take my pants off.
But they were telling him to take his pants off
Did
because
you?
his pants were so ugly that they couldn't.
Oh,
They
damn.
were roasting him for his
Which
pants.
is a lot coming. I feel like black dudes' pants are like pretty crazy sometimes.
Sometimes
so that's a
they
lot.
are.
Well, this was. I don't think there was any black.
They
ones.
weren't
The
black.
Oh,
guys
These
were
were just
okay.
gay. It started from a woman, and then the gays pounced. Yeah.
The
Pause.
dog shit shows that you do
Yeah.
when you're up and coming in Florida are unbelievable. I used to do. I mean, you did too. We used to do shows at rehabs, and there was one time where they were getting. I remember, holy fucking shit.
Wait, like a clinic?
Yes.
Like a for real rehab.
Oh, damn.
We used to do a show that I don't know if you're talking about the same one, but Danny ran
Yeah,
one
yeah,
that was
yeah,
in
yeah.
a not just a rehab. Like we used to do shows every once in a while, at like a 12-step clubhouse and stuff. So
They're just on Suboxone, like,
well,
laughing their ass
that's
off?
the thing. So like some of the ones we did are people who have been sober for years, and it would be packed and they would be really fun. This specific one that Danny ran was a detox.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
There were people who had been on heroin 2 days
I'm so
before
sorry.
this.
I had
Damn.
I did a set one time when they got Suboxone passed out to them at the beginning of my set. And
They
boy,
use like a-
and boy, did my set get significantly better when it kicked in.
They use
Yeah.
like a t-shirt cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the back, open your mouth.
8 milligrams.
That's hilarious.
Dude, it was started going. It felt like you were doing stand up at a rehab or a
Yeah.
recovery center, and then Suboxone kicks in, and you go, "Am I murdering?
I'm Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, am
Yeah. But then it really kicks in, and
then they fall back asleep.
everybody's like,
There's about 20 minutes where you can ride the wave of being,
Yeah.
I'm murdering.
Damn,
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. That's crazy.
well, we just do them fucking anywhere you can. And honestly, another thing is that like rehabs, they have I knew this from working in rehabs and whatnot. Like rehabs have a budget for like recreational
that's
activities. So like they, you can make a little, not a lot, but like, you take 3 of your homies to do a show and like, they'll write you a check for $500, split that for what, for an hour of your time, basically. So it was sometimes worth it. And sometimes doing a show for a rehab is like the sickest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
totally.
it's so fucking fun. But when it's really hot and cold, and when it's cold, it's cold. It's bad. They're upset. They don't care either. They have no couth. They're not ticket buyers who just came after work. They're like kind of being forced to be there.
Yeah.
And they're not super cool whenever it's not.
The,
good.
Shit ain't funny, bro.
Yeah.
The fuck, yo?
I'd rather be in the streets, honestly. Bro.
I had a joke that was, I stopped doing it almost after because it went so that I had a joke about flamethrowers, like people like taking speed and then in Vietnam, people who take speed and then go to patrols,
That'd
and
be
like
so fun.
the flamethrower guy. And I was like, I had like a punchline about like everybody's just looking for enemy. He's looking for the scrap metal he can steal. And I have never felt a joke like work in on 100% of the people in a room like ever. And
Yeah,
it was
really,
like
yeah.
everybody was like, "Holy fuck!"
This guy gets it.
And then I took that confidence and I tried it like the next night at like a better like an actual real show, like
Yeah.
Full Bombs.
Yeah.
And I was like,
dude,
"What's
I mean,
going on?"
I had that experience so much with like references about like being sober or so, like that, and it just like doesn't work for. You also did one after he does a bit where he shows his tattoo, his Blink-182 tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
And then after it, he said, "I guess I'm not the only one in. I guess I'm not the only one in here who made a mistake with a needle." And I remember being in the back, and I could
That's good.
feel the room hit.
Yeah, I remember that. I went,
Yeah,
I
dude.
think I went like, and you guys thought what you did with needles was bad.
Yeah.
Yo, I said it last time. I think your tattoo is great.
Thank you.
It's
I
a great band. It was
appreciate
their
that.
perfect era.
I think that I've been thinking about this more and more, but I really wish that I didn't have any. Like,
Really?
I really don't think I don't mind the ones I have, but I really just wish. I think it was a very young, stupid decision that I made when I was 18 to start getting it. Like, I put no thought into most of them.
I feel you.
And then all of a sudden now you're like, yeah, surely when you're 19 or 18 and you get the Blink-182 tattoo, you go, it's gonna be sick forever. And then you're 31 and you go, well, I mean, it's not that I don't hate it, but it's just like, I don't want to do.
If you had your choice right now, where you could either completely remove every single one of them, or you could edit and alter them in any way you wanted, would you just go?
all naked, I would go straight naked,
Really?
no tattoos. I think that we need to. I think we need to raise the age when you can get tattoos. I think I truly think this. I think
Yeah.
that it's crazy. You can
Yeah.
get it
actually
when you're
don't
18.
disagree.
You can get it when you're 16 in certain states. If you're in Vegas you can get it when you're 16.
You can get it when you're 4 out there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get. Yeah.
Your mom,
Yeah.
mom's like, I want Lucky Sevens tattooed on
Give him
us.
the Lucky Charms logo.
I want
Give him the Kellogg's logo.
it's insane that you can be like, you can't drink until you're 21 because it's like your frontal lobe's not developed. That's like kind of like the age that they've determined it starts being less detrimental to drink. Your cognitive function starts kicking in, blah, 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 blah. Why the fuck, why would you not go, hey, permanently altering your body though?
Yeah.
Feel free to use your desk
Well,
or your body as a fucking scribbling desk.
Exactly.
Like a
I mean,
detention.
everybody I know who started getting tattoos when they were young has a couple where they're like, I didn't get it until 20. I would have been 26.
That's when you should start.
And I don't have, I have some that are silly, and I made some stupid choices. I don't have any that I like fully regret.
Yeah, same.
Like, because I was
think-
just old enough.
Yeah, I think for me, I just regret the placement of them. Like now that I'm trying to do like a lot more stuff like on the back end of filming, or like,
Sure.
I'd love to do more acting shit. Like, I wish I didn't have like looking at you, or even you, like I would never expect you to have. Like I think it's the throat tattoos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
so
Like being able to
sick.
hide it. Like it's cool. Bitches love it.
It is, yeah. I mean, dude, like the hand tat and the throat tat is sick.
Yeah, so
They're
I
cool.
think I would have probably like I'm actually removing a couple. You can see,
Yeah.
remove that shit. But yeah, I would love to have just stopped it right here and then like avoided this and just
Yeah.
kept it all under wraps.
Well, because that way you can, and they have makeup. I mean, they can cover that, but it's
It
a
sucks,
It's
dude.
a lot.
and
I'm
like if
sure.
you went, I've done a couple auditions, and every single time I've gone in for an audition, like I'm not wearing that makeup. So they see me, and like both times they were just like, "We think you'd be the perfect drug dealer character."
Yeah, right,
Like Post
right.
Malone in that movie he was in, where he just played like the jail guy.
with Conor
Yeah.
McGregor.
Yeah, they're like he's
Wahlberg?
perfect for it. Like yeah.
Oh wait, Mark Wahlberg. Oh, sorry, I was thinking of
Wait, is Conor McGregor in that movie?
no. Conor McGregor's in the new
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Oh,
And I think isn't Post Malone in that? There's too many
It was-
stupid
I just remember it
cameos.
was Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about though. I do
But
know
yeah,
that.
that's like who he
Well, you
plays.
should.
Oh, he
that's
was in it. Yeah, he's gonna fight the main guy. at
Yeah,
the
he is.
beginning.
Yes, yeah, he is. They have Post Malone trying to fight Conor McGregor's character, or Jake Gyllenhaal's character,
that's right,
first
yeah,
scene. But being typecast as that's not bad. That's a
cool.
cool thing to get typecast
I
for.
guess like I would love to, because obviously I like doing the comedy roles, but I would love to do like a drama or like a scary role, and it's like I feel like it's too distracting.
No, I
if the
think that-
main character, like okay, if you see Obsession,
Yeah.
if that main character was blasted,
Yeah,
it's a different vibe.
Well, it would change.
He's
like
less innocent.
that character. He's less innocent. He's less
Exactly.
like sad, small, lonely man. He's like, it's like okay, so he's like sad and like can't get any pussy, so he's obsessed with his friend, but also he's like tatted neck to toe.
Yeah,
like that doesn't make
be weird.
sense. Yeah,
It'd be weird because he'd be smashing that shit wide open.
you
know what I'm saying? A girl like that, for sure. Throat tattoos, whatever you want.
100%. Honestly, he would have been smashing both of the girls from that movie, and they would have found out, but they would have
just joined up together.
Yeah.
I love that movie because I don't know about y'all, but I've had that experience. Not as bad as she was once she was obsessed, but like when he like wants to go to the party by himself, and then she's like, "Cool, I'll come with," and then he's like, "No, it's supposed to be a guy's night," and she freaks out. I'm like, I was in the movie theater, I saw that shit by myself, and I was like, I'm relating to this guy. This is more of like a realism connection right now, more than a horror movie. So I thought it was funny.
You've had a girl who's not obviously
crazy as fuck.
But okay, I'm just trying to be careful.
Like way back in the day.
Yeah.
For sure, way
who's
back.
like, I'm coming with you. Like I gotta.
Yes.
God, that's scary.
Like the early 20s days.
Oh
like,
yeah. I mean, the girl. I mean, God bless her. I put her through shit. But like the girl I dated when I was like addicted to heroin, like right before I got sober, we were like, I mean, we never went anywhere. We were.
It'd be weird if it wasn't like that.
Yeah,
if
exactly.
you're doing heroin, just living a normal life.
It would be crazy to just like be on heroin and like lose jobs and wreck cars, but then have like a really healthy relationship. Just
She's managing your portfolios for your
Yeah. Like a
401k.
relationship.
Yeah.
I'm just like, honey, I'm gonna go spend time with my friend. She's like, oh, that sounds amazing. Have so much
have
fun.
fun.
I
Here's
was
some-
actually gonna bake some
here's some
cookies.
needles.
Yeah. Your needles are in your cup holder. I know you're gonna
Get
want
into
them
a Tesla.
later. Yeah.
You get home and there's a spoon on the stove warmed
She's
up for
pretty-
you.
Honey, I preheated your spoon.
It's like a spoon and then wine. And like candles.
There's a cup of Chardonnay by your spoon, honey.
I was thinking we could relax and watch The Office.
Yeah.
And just
It is crazy. I used to think that way. Like she wasn't cool with me doing it, but I would, dude. I remember, bro. This might
That's such a funny way to describe that. She wasn't stoked that I was doing
wasn't
heroin.
not hyped at
Well,
all.
but some drug addicts have drug addict like we did drugs together, but she put her foot down on like a couple like the things that were
Right.
problematic for
Right,
me,
right,
right?
right.
But I remember, dude, this was I was so delusional. There was one time. This might actually be kind of a sad story, but I remember it being funny. It was Christmas Eve. So next morning was Christmas morning. I'd snuck out of my parents' house that I was staying at, and I went to my drug dealer, who was also just like a drug addict. He was just like he would just middleman and pinch off the top, like he was like a dope fiend, and he lived with like a 50-year-old meth head who was named Vic, who was always like the kind who would like be looking for cigarette butts outside of the gas station. He was always cleaning the apartment, and the apartment was the dirtiest thing. It was always dirty, but he was always in the midst of cleaning it. Except for one time he was making chicken noodle soup that I had a bowl of, and it was really good. It was crazy.
yeah.
And we were in the bathroom. I was smoking at this time. I was smoking off of foil. The guy I bought it from is sitting on the toilet with his pants to his knees trying to hit a vein in his thigh. Ooh. And I'm having a never-ending conversation with Vic, the meth head. And he was like, what are you doing? Well, you know, whatever. And I was just like, yeah, man, you know, the holidays are so stressful with family and stuff. I just need a little me time. I said that. I said, I just needed a little me time.
I mean, that is the definition of me time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess just in an apartment bathroom with two drug addicts, just like, I just need a little me time as I'm smoking off a
Need something
foil.
to take the edge off, dude.
Yeah,
So
I know.
funny for like most white guys in their early 20s. It's like, I'm gonna go for a drive.
I'm gonna go for a drive. I'm gonna go for a jog. I'll
Yeah.
go to the gym. I'm gonna go to an abandoned apartment and smoke heroin
That
off
was
a
like
foil.
in high school. My me time was Salvia in my boy's backyard.
That's crazy.
Be like,
dude.
guys, it was a rough day at school. Failed the test.
Yeah.
let's go to a different dimension.
Yeah. Did you do salvia a lot?
I did it twice.
See, that's
I was the first one in my friend group to do it because it was like all the talks and like the
Yeah,
There was a smoke
yeah.
shop in San Jose where an ex cop worked at. And we were all 15, and he would just slang us like cigs for $1 each, and like salvia, even though it was super illegal. I think he got arrested by now, but yeah, he was like, "Yeah, you guys hear about this new salvia stuff?" He's like, "If you ever hallucinated, you're really gonna like it." It was the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
It's apparently a pretty unpleasant experience for almost everybody.
It affected me so much, like in the moment, that I remember it to an exact like specification, where I was, what time it was, what I saw, all this crazy shit. But the worst part is all of the people I was with thought I was faking it because I was the first one to do it.
Oh yeah.
It was the most insane fucking experience. And they're like, bullshit, dude. And I'm like, okay, now I'm the boy
you,
who cried.
you
fuck
had
roll.
like trauma, and they were all like, "He's faking, dude."
Yeah, it wasn't like a bad trauma. It was like I feel like it was like a near death experience. Like I felt like I not that I almost died, but that's what the only thing I could compare it to. Where I'm like, dude, like you'll never understand what I'm saying because you've never experienced it.
What happened?
Bro, I thought you'd never ask. We were sitting at this place called the Perk Ponds in San Jose, which is just like a hiking trail, and we're like in this canopy of bushes. We had all these designated bushes, like we would call them bush 1, 2, 3, all around our school.
That's awesome.
And so we're sitting at bush 3 on this log, and my boy has a bubbler and Salvia that we just got, and I was like the new friend of the group, so I'm like, fucking try it. How hard can it be? We've done shrooms, we've done Sid, whatever. And you take the hit, you hold it in as long as you can and breathe it out. And like I took a giant fucking hit and then held it in, and before I could even like tell myself to breathe it out, it was like a force yanked me back on this log. So I'm like hanging off this fucking log, and my eyesight, like everything I can see goes black except for a fucking triangle, bro. And I'm looking through this triangle, and I swear to God, it was like a slot machine when you pull the thing and it's like a roulette. It was like that, but with like dimensions, bro. So it would be like a Narnia type thing, and then like Earth, and then space, and then it was all guided by. This sounds fucking retarded because it is, but it was like a cartoon gopher standing on his hind legs with no face, and he was saying shit to me, but it wasn't English, and he was like talking to me like I'm your fucking guide, bro, and then like. It would like spin to a different dimension, and I'd be like, no. And then it would go to another one. Did it like 9 times. It felt like a year. And I was just being guided by this Rick and Morty character. And then like eventually he was like, yeah, go. And I jumped through this triangle, bro. And I was back with my friends.
Whoa.
They were like, that was 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But it felt like an eternity. And I was like, dude, like, did you guys not see the little gopher man? Like what happened to y'all's vision? Did you see that? And he was like, bro,
crazy.
I got looks after that one.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Well, I've been around people doing DMT, and it's a similar thing where I was always too scared. It's funny because I was like smoking heroin at the time, but I was too scared to do a lot of DMT. So like I would let them take their hit, and then I'd take a little resin hit and like look at the popcorn ceiling and watch shapes. Like I was like pretty chill about it. But we were one time, again, the same thing though, where they come back after like 5 minutes and they're like, I lived a life.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, that just seems scary to me.
It was
One time we were all hanging out at this dude's house, and one of my this guy I didn't really know, was supposed to buy Coke for him and one of my other buddies. He gets ripped off. It's all flour. Like they snort so much of it, nothing happens. And like my buddy is pissed. So then my other friend shows up and he has DMT. So they start smoking it. And my buddy, with DMT, it's similar to that, where you have to, I think you need to really take more, hit more. So you have to like force like 2 or 3 hits.
Yeah.
But that third one is like somebody's basically like feeding it to you, like, because you start locking up. And so my buddy does that, and he fully locks up. We like can't even take the bong out of his hand. And he locks up, and he's like that for like 10 minutes. And we're all just kind of chilling at this point. And he comes out of it. And he stands up and he walks over to the guy that bought the fake Coke and clocks him in the fucking face. He went through a spiritual realm and came back and was like, I'm knocking this guy out. It's crazy.
That's so funny.
Broke the kid's jaw.
Damn.
It was not super cool. That's some good DMT.
That's some good shit.
He went to a dimension that was like, we choose violence here.
Yeah, that was stopping power in Call of Duty. He had stopping power DMT.
Yeah, exactly. So watching that, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'll stick to heroin.
Yeah.
I never did Salvia or DMT. I do my favorite, my most vivid drug memory is I was at the skate park, and we were by this pond, this big blue watering hole. It's like a swimming pool. It's like where we swim. It's not a swimming pool, but it's where kids swim. And I'm walking from there to the skate park, which is like right next to it. And I see all like my boys, and they're all like sitting around a park bench. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck's going on over there? And as I'm walking up, I watch my friend hit a can of air duster and then fall off the park bench and smash his face. And then this is where it gets crazy. I watched a friend, everybody's like making sure he's okay. Kid pops up, broken teeth, everybody, all fucked. And then my other friend took it and hit it as well. And then he fell. He didn't smash his face. And then I was like, what are you guys doing? And they were like, air duster. And I was like, watching this guy bleed out. And let me get that. It's like
That's
it's
so
insane
crazy, dude.
to watch two people drop, and then I was like, and then air
Like, that
dusters.
looks kind of nice.
Air duster's fucking nuts too.
Air
It tastes
dusters,
like shit.
it's also super dangerous.
It's like, yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, because I remember always being scared of air duster. Again, another funny scenario where I'm like with the dude I would buy drugs from. We were buying Dilaudid that we were going to shoot up. And the guy we
Smart.
bought him from got in, and he had, it wasn't just air duster. He had like a full, like actual Whippets can,
Hell yeah.
which is much safer. It's
Yeah,
still not
yeah,
good
yeah.
for you.
In
But
the-
like, I remember
better.
them hitting it, and I was like, it's scary. I was about to shoot pain pills into my arm, and I was like, that's a little too much for me.
That seems
actually.
icky.
Actually, I don't really want to do that. That scares me.
You're like, no
yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I think I'll stick with this.
Oh man, the Whippets are nuts.
Yeah, dude.
They're also very popular right now.
Yeah.
So easy to get.
There,
It's crazy.
It used to be. I remember. This would have been when I was in high school, and I was ignorant to it too. My parents found all my brother's old CO2 can, like his spent cases.
Yeah.
and
Why didn't he throw them away?
Well, he just had him in a box.
Oh.
And my parents asked him what it was for, and he said his paintball gun. And then they were like, "Oh,
Smart.
okay."
That's a good excuse.
And then
Brilliant.
but this is the fun part. Then they thought about it and were like, "You do not have a paintball gun." And then my parents figured out what it was.
Oh, wait a second.
What's
It's
this
funny
in
to
my-
imagine them walking down the stairs like, oh, and then being like,
Wait.
we never got him a paintball gun.
I remember,
hilarious.
I remember having an older brother growing up with it, doing like I was never like super heavy into the drug scene, but like I would do whatever. But he was a nice resource for a lot of reasons, but mainly I didn't ever have to worry about storing anything myself and like hiding anything because I would just go into my brother's room and be like, I'm gonna put this here, and
That's
he'd be
weird.
like,
I had that same exact experience with my older brother.
yeah.
You just
I'd go
hide
into-
all your
I'd
shit
go
in
into
his
his room, and it was like it was like camaraderie. He'd be like, "Hey, I'm stoked you're doing this."
yeah.
I'd be like, "Yo, I have 20 ecstasy pills, and I can't keep them in my room." And he's like, "I know just a place for it." Nice job.
I am gonna take 2 off the top, but that's my
That's the fee.
interest.
That's
That's
the
the
fee. Yeah. That's the bank gets the interest rate.
That's
on
true.
it.
The older brother was the kind of gateway lord.
Yes.
I know if he hears this, so he feels bad about it.
Same-
But, like,
same,
we've
same,
talked
same,
about
same.
it and shit, but like,
See, I did the opposite for my brother because I think he was just young enough where drugs
older
weren't
brother.
even a thing. Yeah. And I was so bad off that he would see me like knotted out in the backyard and be like, I don't think I ever want to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah,
Yeah,
True.
looking at you made his tummy hurt.
Yeah.
And then looking at me,
Shout out Evan.
Shout out Evan. Fucking hot.
He will put 20 beers back though.
Hell yeah.
Dude, his brother is a lunatic.
My brother's the shit,
But,
dude.
so we were at his dude. His brother's like a
Dallas.
huge dude. He's like 6'2", just fucking jacked,
Yeah.
cut up as
Fuck yeah.
fuck.
He's been working out every day for the past 10 years.
It's
Yeah, like that
insane.
kind of shit.
Lucky.
And we're at his house. Everybody's
also trains
asleep.
jujitsu.
He trains
Damn.
jujitsu. Big fucking unit of a dude. He does these crazy workouts. What's the competition he competes in?
The High Rocks
The High
stuff.
Rocks. So, anyways, he's this big fucking unit. He's all fucked up one night at like 3 a.m. and it's just me and him in his apartment. It's just me and his brother. And his brother just looks at me with like shark eye. Like one eye's going this way, one eye's going the other. Yeah, dude. And he goes, you know what's crazy? I could kill you right now, and you couldn't do anything to stop it. I was just like, please don't. What the fuck do you mean,
He's trying to eat
Evan?
bagel bites, bro.
What do you mean, Evan?
That's hilarious.
He's the type of hot. I always say this whenever I bring him up. His brother is the type of hot that I go, you shouldn't have a job. He should be. He should be
chopping lumber.
chopping
on
lumber
Instagram.
on Instagram and not worrying about anything. He doesn't need health insurance. He just needs to be like cutting wood in the woods.
He could cut wood and get a following.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Dude, you should tell him, bro.
I'll let him know.
Yeah, it's an hour 17.
Okay.
Look
cool.
at us.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, I'll tell you.
Okay. Cool. Well, are we
Dude.
good then? Is that okay? Sweet.
Fire.
I just don't want to run over. Thank you so much for
Thanks for
coming,
coming,
bro.
guys.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks,
Appreciate you, dog. You're the best.
No, you're the best.
dude. No,
Thanks.
you're the best.
Stop it.
What? Do you have anything you want to plug?
Not really. I'm just here for the vibe still.
Here for the vibes.
Let's go.
Working
That's-
on a new rap album.
Hell yeah.
Should
Fuck
be
yeah.
out in October.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Gonna be good.
Check that out.
Gonna be good stuff.